When William Ruto ascended to the presidency of Kenya, his words inspired a nation yearning for change. He spoke with conviction, promising to protect the ordinary Kenyan and uphold the rule of law. His vision seemed clear: a government that would serve the people with integrity and ensure justice for all. It was a message of empowerment, unity, and hope, signaling a new dawn for a nation long weary of corruption and inequality. At the heart of his message was a call to prioritize the needs of the small people, the ordinary citizens, who often bear the brunt of systemic failures. His speech exuded confidence, suggesting that under his leadership, Kenya would become a nation where the government and the people worked as one. For many, it was a refreshing promise of a government that would finally address the deep-seated issues plaguing the country.
The police must not engage in matters politics. Don't take political sides. We have enough people to help us with our politics. We have political party operatives, we have activists, we have pressure groups, and all manner of people who can help us with politics. We want the police to be independent and to protect every citizen irrespective of their political affiliation. It doesn't matter. We want you to protect our brothers in the opposition the same way you protect those who are in government, because we are one people, we all pay tax, and your job is to secure the property and the lives of all the citizens of the Republic of Kenya. The government of Kenya will defend every public officer, every policeman who does his job well and who refuses to carry out illegal, unconstitutional orders. Yeah? This is a country of the rule of law. That's why we have laws. So protect, especially ordinary people, the small people, ordinary Kenyans. Protect those ones.
We must be respected. We are majority. We are the people. We are the government. We are the army. We are the air force. We are the police. We are everything you can think of. We determine who can do mining in Zimbabwe. We determine who can construct the railway line in Zimbabwe. We determine who can build a road in Zimbabwe. No other party can do so.
The promises made during Ruto's speech resonated deeply with millions of Kenyans. His declaration that the government and people were one and the same symbolized hope for a future where public service would prioritize the welfare of citizens over personal gain. However, the reality today paints a far different picture. Corruption remains pervasive, with public funds often disappearing into the pockets of a privileged few. For ordinary Kenyans, the economic struggles of daily life are compounded by a lack of trust in leadership. The institutions meant to uphold the rule of law and protect citizens seem to have failed their mandate, creating a sense of betrayal among those who once believed in Ruto's vision. Police brutality has emerged as one of the most pressing issues, undermining the president's pledge to protect especially ordinary people. Reports of intimidation and violence against peaceful protesters have sparked widespread anger. Instead of safeguarding citizens, law enforcement is increasingly perceived as a tool of suppression, eroding the very foundation of trust between the people and their government. The rhetoric about determining who can build roads or railways in Zimbabwe was perhaps a metaphor for asserting Kenya's sovereignty and leadership in Africa. Yet, for many Kenyans, it has raised concerns that the focus on external influence has come at the expense of addressing domestic challenges. Jobs, healthcare, education, and infrastructure, the core issues affecting everyday lives, seem overshadowed by grander, less tangible narratives. The people of Kenya now face a critical moment. The promises of unity, justice, and fairness that accompanied Ruto's election must be reclaimed through collective action. Citizens must demand greater accountability, transparency, and tangible reforms. Whistleblowers, activists, and journalists must be empowered to expose wrongdoing without fear of reprisal. At the same time, systemic changes in law enforcement, such as human rights training and the establishment of independent oversight bodies, are crucial to restoring public trust. Kenyans cannot afford to disengage after elections. Vigilance and participation in governance are essential to ensuring that leaders remain true to their word. Grassroots movements and civil society organizations must push for accountability and advocate for the needs of the ordinary citizen, the small people Ruto pledged to protect. The vision William Ruto shared during his early days as president was one of hope and unity. While the current reality feels far removed from those lofty ideals, the power to bridge the gap lies with the people. Through peaceful advocacy and determined action, Kenyans can hold their leaders accountable and demand the government they were promised. The time to act is now, for the future of Kenya depends on its citizens' resilience and determination to fight for justice, fairness, and progress.